Western Colorado's rock station, 95 Rock. My name is Nate Wild, and I'm joined on the phone by an absolute legend that's going to be coming to town to Grand Junction on August 20th, bringing his Crash and Burn tour to the Mesa Theater. Steve-O. How's it going, man?
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm doing great, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. My day just got like way cooler. So thank you so much.
Yeah, well, thank you, man. Thanks for the epic intro and thanks for your time, man. I'm stoked to come to Colorado, dude. I've always loved it there.
Nice. So we love you back. So the Crash and Burn tour kicking off pretty soon. I think it's cool that you, pardon the cliche, you take the show on the road pretty regularly. Tell me and the listeners, especially those not familiar with a Steve-O show, what they can expect from a Steve-O show, if you could.
Well, for sure, man. It's been an evolving deal over the years. I started doing live comedy in 2010 in earnest. So I've been touring with live comedy for 15 years now. And it started out with just me and a microphone on stage and, whatever might happen on the stage. And then it evolved into stand-up comedy that was illustrated with video footage in post-production. And then it evolved into just the highest level of Jackass style stuff being filmed exclusively for the show so that the actual tour could be a multimedia experience. And that's how it's gone down. And like I said, the highest level of Jackass style stuff, except when I'm filming for my own tour, I'm doing it with a flagrant disregard for laws and with no insurance. It's just I go out of my way to film stuff that I wouldn't be able to do for Jackass and that wouldn't be allowed to play on YouTube or even Netflix or anything. I go out of my way to be extra naughty. So it's kind of if you could imagine an extra naughty Jackass movie colliding with a stand-up comedy show. The act is punctuated and illustrated with videos that play intermittently throughout. There's 40 different videos that play throughout the show, in a rapid fire format. So, it's just all coming at you, and the pace is super fast, and I just love it.
That's rad. So this isn't one you're going to take the kids or grandma to, is what you're saying also.
100% not. Now, if anybody's interested in what the format is like, I'm so happy to say that I recorded my second comedy special in Denver. That was my first multimedia comedy special. And I taped my third comedy special in London, England. And both of those multimedia shows stream for free and with no ads on my website, steve-o.com.
Right.
And so this show, Crash and Burn, will ultimately become my fourth comedy special. And it's not for kids, man. When you watch it at my website, there's a whole age gate. That's the one thing you got to do is click I'm over 18.
Okay.
Because my last one was legitimately triple X rated. Full on pornography going on in there.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. Steve-O is bringing his Crash and Burn tour to the Mesa Theater on August 20th. We're going to be chatting with Steve-O a little bit more in just a little bit. Keep it right here on 95 Rock. Western Colorado's rock station, 95 Rock. It's Nate Wild, joined once again on the phone by a guy who's going to be bringing his Crash and Burn tour to the Mesa Theater August 20th. We are talking to Steve-O, man. You've got a lot going on. Obviously, I was introduced to you via Jackass. You had Wild Boys. You've got the podcast, Steve-O's Wild Ride, which I love, man. Obviously, something I can identify with. Can you tell me, doing the podcast, which I know is one of the things you're most into at this point, what have been some of the coolest moments, cool interviews, special moments, crazy moments? What have been like some of the highlights?
Yeah, I had an interesting one, with Mark Wahlberg. That was like pretty surreal. I've had some pretty like substantial guests.
Yeah.
Post Malone, Shaq. I don't know. I'm just trying to think. I had
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, and I don't know. Like just there's been a lot of like super interesting ones.
Absolutely, man.
Brett Michaels most recently was really good.
He was such a nice guy, man.
Dude, nicest. It's like I describe him as uncomfortably nice.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. We're talking to Steve-O. He's bringing the Crash and Burn tour to Mesa Theater on August 20th. And like I mentioned, Steve-O, you're a busy guy. You've got the tour. You tour all the time. You've got the podcast. Do you have 2 books or more books that you've released?
There's been 2.
Okay. Could you tell me a little bit about the books and Steve-O, the author?
Sure, man. I always like lived my life deliberately, like with the intention of it being notable. So like I always kind of, planned on having a book. And it was always like my whole life has always just been to have the craziest stories,
Yeah.
I started working on my first book when I was pretty newly sober. It came out in June of 2011. And then about 10 years after that, I reached out to my literary agent and I said, hey, it's been like 10 years since the first book, and I feel like I got another book in me. And the literary agent said, sadly, memoir part 2 is not a thing. So she said there had to be like some kind of a twist on it, like some kind of an angle. And so I decided that it would be like a Jackass guide to middle age kind of a thing. It was where the idea started. I wish I would have just made it a memoir part 2, honestly.
Yeah, there's still time,
Whatever.
right?
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, I had 2 books. The first one was the memoir. The second one was a book of wisdom gleaned from a lifetime of terrible decisions.
I like that. What's the title again? It's a great title.
The first book was called Professional Idiot, a memoir, and the second one was called A Hard Kick in the Nuts.
That's right.
What I've learned from a lifetime of terrible decisions.
Nice. Love it. We're talking to Steve-O. He is bringing his Crash and Burn tour to the Mesa Theater August 20th. While I've got you, man, obviously you had Jackass, which just absolutely legendary. Then you and Chris Pontius did Wild Boys, which was also freaking legendary, man. But I can imagine terrifying. Is that pretty fair to say?
Sure, man. Like I think that the more life-threatening things happened with Wild Boys,
Sure.
I would say.
What's like 1 or 2 that stick out as like the scariest from Wild Boys?
You know what I mean? But like, it wasn't even Wild Boys. It was Shark Week. But we had like an actually like really bad shark attack happen while we were filming Jackass Shark Week a few years ago.
Well, regardless, man, I'm glad you made it through. We all are. But,
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of animals, I've heard rumblings that you've tossed around the idea of starting your own animal sanctuary. Is that is that a thing?
I already did it.
Oh, right on.
I'm actually, yeah. I've got a 44-acre property in Tennessee, and it is an official 501c3 nonprofit animal sanctuary.
That is so cool. Now, can people like visit it, or is it just kind of
We don't have it open to the public at this point. But perhaps at some point, but it's just that I also live here, so.
That is so cool, man. And you're quite an animal lover, from what I gather as well, right?
Yeah, big time.
Awesome. Once again, we're joined on the phone by Steve-O of Jackass fame. He's going to be at the Mesa Theater August 20th with his Crash and Burn tour. And we're going to be talking to Steve-O a little bit more a little bit later. So keep it right here on 95 Rock. Western Colorado's rock station, 95 Rock. My name is Nate Wild, joined once again on the phone by Steve-O. Yes, the legendary Jackass star, bringing his Crash and Burn tour to the Mesa Theater on August 20th. And Steve-O, besides like all the stuff we've talked about, including the tour, are you working on anything else we should keep our eyes peeled about? Like any other irons in the fire?
It's just like kind of the animal sanctuary is a big, a big thing. I got a lot of work to do with that. And other than that, it's just trying to keep content coming out. Like working on the tour never stops. Like trying to just improve the show, figuring out like what the show for the next tour will look like. I'm trying to like just stay busy creating content to put on YouTube and stuff. Like, it's wild how big of a thing that is, man. Like, I remember when I first got involved with making YouTube videos, it was 2013. Yeah. And at that point, it felt like such a depressing demotion, like I thought, man, I've been in all these like #1 movies, and now I'm going to like upload YouTube videos. Like it felt like kind of lame and a step backwards, but thank God I went ahead and did it anyway, because it was getting on YouTube that really kind of brought about a resurgence for me, and it made it possible for me to like build my own audience and generate my own momentum. So when I say keep content coming out on YouTube, like that's a big deal and something that I'm really grateful to be able to do.
Yeah, it's certainly nothing to scoff at nowadays, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, dude, everything that I've got going on, like, I suppose I would have been able to keep doing live comedy, like, but yeah, like the YouTube's really been like the engine that has driven all of my pursuits, and it's a lot to always be putting out new stuff. Like it's difficult, and I kind of go through like waves of productivity. But whenever whenever I've got stuff that I'm cranking out online, it's always super helpful.
Very cool, man. Well, we're talking to Steve-O, like I mentioned. He's going to be coming to the Mesa Theater on the 20th of August. Tickets are still available for the Crash and Burn tour show. Come to the Mesa, mesatheater.com. Steve-O, man, thank you so much for talking to me today, and we're really looking forward to the show.
Yeah, dude, the show is absolutely stellar. I really mean that. Like, I'm so proud of it. I'm so happy with it. I've been working on it just tirelessly, and big risks and big just a lot of like super high level mayhem has gone down for it. And if anybody's interested in what the show looks like, one more time, just go to steveo.com. You'll find my gnarly comedy special, my bucket list comedy special. It is high level stuff, and this Crash and Burn tour is a very worthy follow-up. So I promise I'm not going to waste anybody's time, and no fan of Jackass is going to be disappointed by this Crash and Burn show. So we'll see you on August 20th, and thank you so much for helping me get the word out.
And don't look it up while you're at work. Wait till you're at home.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, look it up all you want, but sure. Don't play it. Like it's not the kind of thing that you want to be screening in public places.
Right. Well, thanks again, Steve-O, man. Really looking forward to the show. August 20th, Mesa Theater, Steve-O's Crash and Burn tour.